Allahu, 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 Allah.
Asalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh. Wa na'udhu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. Man yahdillahu fahuwa al-muhtad. Wa man yudlil falan tajida lahu waliyan murshida. Wa ashhadu an la ilaha illa Allah wahdahu la sharika lah. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Dear brothers and sisters, I have made this YouTube channel for the purpose of first reminding myself and then reminding you all that we need to stay in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that the farther we get, the more miserable we get. Our lives will get more miserable. So that's why I have made this YouTube channel to give little advice to you people and my viewers, my beloved viewers, that we need to stay in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and getting this knowledge will inshallah benefit us all. So today my video is about the youth of Islam and how our youth are wasting our time nowadays. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has described the youth as the people who are shabab. Now what is shabab? Shabab are those who are bursting and bubbling with energy. Those people who are bursting and bubbling with energy should use this gift in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A man came up to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and asked, "O Messenger of Allah, tell me what to do so that people will love me." The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied by saying, "Give up your love and your attachment for the dunya, Allah will love you. And give up your love and your attachment for what other people possess, people will love you." Now brothers and sisters, how much are the youth today? How much are the youth attached to this dunya? How much are we attached? They're always talking about how much video games they have, always talking about how much cars they can get when they get older, always talking about how much money, always talking about all these worldly dunya things that will not help us in the akhirah. Unfortunately, our youth are wasting so much time, and they think that they're killing time, but it's actually the opposite way around. Time is killing them, and time is killing us. Because every second that goes by, we need to be with every second doing our good deeds in our amal and salihah. But unfortunately, we are not doing that. We are doing the opposite. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has told us that there will be 7 people under the shade of Allah. And who is one of those 7 people? The one who spends his youth in service and worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Look how much mercy Allah has bestowed upon us. Look how much mercy. He's put one of the categories for the youth, and we are the youth. We have the opportunity right now. We have the opportunity to become one of the people of the shade, but we are not using the opportunity. We're not taking advantage of this opportunity. We're actually doing the opposite. We are wasting our time, and we're not realizing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us so much ni'mah and has given us so much mercy and bestowed so much mercy upon us, but still we do not use this ni'mah, we don't use this knowledge, and we don't use this mercy that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed upon us. And yet we do the opposite by harming ourselves by not doing the good deeds that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us to do, and not taking the advantage of this opportunity. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, since he has listed one of these people who are under the shade of Allah, we are one of them. But why are we wasting our time? We are wasting so much time. We need to use all our talents that we have by not spending in social media and spending our time in social media and video games and using our talents in these kind of useless things. We need to use our time efficiently. We need to use our talents in the way of Allah. We need to use our talents by helping the elderly in the masjid, by helping our society, because we are the youth, we are the shabab, we are the ones who are bursting with energy. Allah tells us in the Quran, He even swears by time. He says, "Wal asr, a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim, wal asr, innal insana lafi khusr, illa alladhina amanu wa amilus salihat, wa tawasaw bil haqqi wa tawasaw bis sabr, amin ya rabbil alameen." Allah tells us, He swears by time, indeed mankind is in loss. Indeed, mankind is in loss. Except those who are the believers and do righteous good deeds, and advise each other to the truth and advise each other to patience. When Allah swears in the Quran, He is very, very, very serious. Here He's swearing on the Quran that He's swearing by time. When swearing by time, imagine how serious Allah is. This is telling us that mankind is in loss. Why are we in loss? Tell me, why are we in loss? It is because that we are wasting our time in these dunya and worldly affairs that will have no effect. In fact, it will have a bad effect in the akhirah. And that we're going to answer in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment. What are we going to tell him we did with all the time? What are we going to tell Allah? And what are we going to tell in front of the King of the Kings? In front of the King of the Kings, what are we going to tell him? Are we going to tell him that we wasted our time at video games? Are we going to tell him that we wasted our time hanging out with friends that did us no good? What are we going to tell him? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us already in the Quran, or the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam has told us that one of the people under the shade of Allah is who? Those who spend their youth in service of Allah. I don't want to take much time of your time, brothers and sisters, but I just wanted to remind you all that our youth are wasting our time. And those youth who are watching, please, if a good deed comes into your mind, do it right away. Why? Because shaitan delays. He can make a delay. And if he delays it, that good deed will only stay in your mind. It will never come into action. So that's why anytime a good deed comes into your mind, do it right away on the spot. You say, okay, I want to help out my mom. Right away do it. Right when you see your mom, tell her, Mom, what can I do for you? Because shaitan delays. And when he delays, then we cannot do our good deeds as fast as we want. And not even as fast as we want. We cannot do them at all. Because once the shaitan makes us forget, then we can't do it, and then we leave the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I don't want to take much of your time, brothers and sisters, but I just wanted to say that, give a reminder that our youth are wasting our time, and inshallah we can improve. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the youth, or make our youth the people of the shade, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide our youth, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us all to not waste our time, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us all to the right path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. I'll see you brothers and sisters in the next video inshallah. Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.